Welcome to this deep dive. We're going to be looking at Juan Luna's Spoliarium, and we're going to uncover the story behind this masterpiece. It's a really fascinating painting, and I think it's one that really gives you a glimpse into Filipino history and identity. So let's just start with the artwork size, right? It's over 4 meters tall and 7 meters wide. Can you imagine standing in front of this massive canvas? I think you'd be instantly drawn into this dramatic scene, and just the sheer scale of it really shows the power that Luna had as an artist. The painting itself, the Spoliarium, depicts the aftermath of Roman gladiatorial combat. So you have these fallen warriors. They've been stripped of their armor. They're being dragged across the floor of the Colosseum. The atmosphere is heavy. It's full of despair, and the lighting really adds to that sense of tragedy. But while a Spoliarium might be set in ancient Rome, it's really about the Philippines under Spanish rule. So these fallen gladiators actually symbolize the oppressed Filipinos. Their bodies represent this stripping away of dignity, the stripping away of humanity under colonial control.
And then you see these Roman spectators, right? They're just watching the scene unfold with complete indifference. And, these spectators, they really represent the apathy of the colonizers toward the suffering of the Filipino people. It's a chilling parallel, isn't it? This adds so many layers of meaning to the artwork. And then right at the center of all this chaos is a grieving woman, and she embodies the Philippines. She's mourning the loss of her people, the loss of their freedom. Her presence adds this deeply personal and emotional layer to what is a very political message. In fact, some scholars believe that she symbolizes Inan Bayan, which is a personification of the motherland. It's very popular in Filipino nationalist imagery. So her grief then becomes connected to this broader cultural understanding of suffering and resilience. And speaking of hope, Luna's victory in Madrid with this painting adds another dimension to the story. So in 1884, the Spoliarium won the gold medal at the prestigious Exposition Nacional de Bellas Artes in Madrid. So here's a Filipino artist. He's challenging the heart of the colonial power with this masterpiece that exposes their brutality. And, this victory wasn't just artistic acclaim. It was a powerful statement of Filipino talent, Filipino resilience. It challenged this notion of a colonial inferiority. It showed the world that Filipinos were capable of greatness on an international stage. And the impact of the Spoliarium went way beyond the art world. It became a rallying cry for the propaganda movement. This was a group of Filipino intellectuals who were fighting for reform. You can imagine how powerful that is. A painting igniting a revolution, becoming a symbol of hope and resistance for a nation yearning for freedom. Today, the Spoliarium resides in the National Museum of Fine Arts in Manila. It stands as this testament to Luna's genius. It's a symbol of the Philippines' enduring spirit. It reminds us of the human capacity for cruelty, but also the human capacity for resilience. And it's a story that continues to captivate and challenge viewers centuries later. Now let's delve a little deeper into the artistic techniques that make the Spoliarium such a visual masterpiece. So when you look at the Spoliarium, you can see how Luna masterfully blended Romanticism and Realism. He was really influenced by European masters like Delacroix and Rembrandt. And you can see that in his composition, in his vivid brushstrokes, and the way he captures the raw emotion of the scene. But at the same time, Luna infused his work with this distinct Filipino sensibility. He used local color palettes. He incorporated these subtle details that resonate with the Filipino experience. For example, the woman's clothing in the painting. It's reminiscent of traditional Filipino attire. It's like this subtle nod to his homeland amidst this Roman setting. And the Spoliarium is really this visual feast for the senses. The composition is so dynamic and chaotic. You have these diagonal lines, these swirling brushstrokes that create a sense of movement, a sense of urgency. And Luna's use of chiaroscuro, the interplay of light and shadow, it's just masterful. He uses these deep shadows to engulf the fallen gladiators. It really emphasizes their helplessness. And then you have this single shaft of light illuminating the grieving woman. And it symbolizes this glimmer of hope amidst all the despair. And the color palette is just as rich and evocative. The deep reds, they symbolize blood and sacrifice. The earthy browns represent the dirt and grime of the arena. And then these flashes of white represent hope and purity amidst all the darkness. So the Spoliarium, it captivates viewers on so many levels. You can appreciate its techno brilliance, right? The masterful brushwork, the dramatic lighting, the intricate composition. But you can also explore these layers of symbolism and allegory that make it more than just a depiction of a historical event. The Spoliarium, it transcends time and place. It speaks to these universal human experiences of struggle, oppression, and resilience. It resonates across cultures, across centuries. And that brings us to the question of legacy. What is the lasting impact of the Spoliarium? How does it continue to shape Filipino identity and inspire viewers around the world? The Spoliarium's legacy is multifaceted. It's a national treasure in the Philippines. It symbolizes the country's artistic heritage and its enduring spirit. The painting reminds us of the power of art to challenge injustice and inspire change. But its impact extends beyond the Philippines. The Spoliarium speaks to universal themes of oppression resilience and the human cost of conflict. The artwork continues to resonate with viewers around the world. It prompts reflection and dialogue about the complexities of history and the enduring power of art. It's incredible to think that a painting created over a century ago can still move us, challenge us, and make us think about the world in new ways. That's the mark of a true masterpiece. So the next time you see an image of the Spoliarium, remember that you're not just looking at a painting, you're looking at a story of struggle resistance and the enduring power of art to speak truth to power. What other layers of meaning can you uncover within its brushstrokes? The exploration is yours to continue.